The phone rang at 3 a.m. I answered before the second ring finished. "Dad, don't trust Mom's family. They're planning something." His voice cracked, small, terrified. And then silence. The line went dead. I called back. Again, nothing. My hands were steady. I forced them to be. But my chest, it refused. The room was dark except for the faint glow of the streetlight cutting across the floor. Shadows pooled in the corners. I listened to nothing. The quiet swallowed me whole. I pictured him, my son, alone, scared. And then the next thought hit like ice. What if it's already too late? Morning came with a knock I already anticipated. My wife's brother stood at the door, smiling like the world was still ordinary. "Your son had an accident last night. He didn't make it," he said. Calm, polished, practiced. I nodded, smiled thinly. Politeness. Discipline. I called the hospital. The nurse's voice was soft, mechanical. "He didn't make it. There's nothing more to be done." I hung up, and the first suspicion took root. My son wasn't clumsy. He wasn't careless. He didn't take risks. Accidents were strangers in his world. And then my mind wandered to her, my wife, her family, always so convenient. Smiles hiding teeth, words hiding agendas. Questions started lining up. Why the phone call cut off? Why the calm at the doorstep? Why the insistence that I not see him in his last hours? I felt the first flicker of something I try never to feel. Rage. But controlled. Calculated. I watched her that day, watched the little twitches, the forced laughter, the way she looked at me when she thought I wasn't noticing. Something had been wrong for years, something I had chosen not to see, and now I had to. I moved silently, watching, recording, observing, the phone records, the messages, the gaps in stories. I learned the art of pretending, calm at the table, smiles, normal. But beneath, every move I made was a calculation. I traced her steps, her calls, the subtle network of lies. Every word, every gesture, everything led to one conclusion I refused to admit out loud. Someone had orchestrated this. Someone wanted him gone. I hired experts, verified timelines, checked cameras, crossed statements. My rage simmered like oil, silent, patient, ready to ignite at the exact moment. She never noticed, she never suspects. That was the beauty of it. Controlled intensity, calm exterior, cold interior. I played the role of the grieving husband, the confused father, but beneath, I was a predator in a room full of unsuspecting prey. The evidence arrived like a shadow at dusk. Her brother, his calls, his presence. The accident? Not an accident. A pattern emerged. The truth unfolded with surgical precision. I confronted her in the kitchen. She looked up, serene, smiling, waiting for me to break. I placed the file on the table. DNA, records, calls, everything verified, every lie exposed. Her face went pale, a slight tremor, the smile vanished like smoke. "Do you?" Her voice broke. I didn't answer. I let her stare at the proof, let her understand what had been done and what had been hidden. The calm in me was deafening. I watched her crumble. Not a shout, not a fight, not a scream, just the slow realization of total exposure. "You thought it would be simple," I said softly. "You thought you controlled the narrative." Her brother shifted uncomfortably behind her. I left the house that night, just walked out, closed the door softly. No argument, no mercy. Because the real punishment isn't anger, it's exposure. It's helplessness. It's knowing every secret is gone, every deception revealed, and no amount of apology can reverse the damage. I didn't need to touch them, didn't need to yell. The psychological weight was enough. They were trapped in the consequences of their own making. Closure, emotional detachment. I sat alone in the quiet, the city breathing around me. Early morning, gray light. No tears, no forgiveness. Only clarity. I had lost my son, yes, but I hadn't lost myself. Not entirely. They had underestimated me, counted on my silence, my compliance, my grief. They were wrong. I walked away, the past behind me, every lie exposed, every betrayal laid bare, and somewhere beneath the pain, cold satisfaction bloomed.